How's it going, guys? Cody back again, dropping out another video. Right, guys, the reason I'm in a shirt and tie, as you might have seen on the previous video, I'm back at the University of Salford. I'm going to be speaking to some criminology students again next Wednesday, so I'm just making sure everything fits. So throwing the old Ted Baker tie on and the shirt, just make sure everything fits. I'm just going to do some vlogs as well. I look smart as well, so it's very rare I can say that on these videos, innit? Just normally sat here in like prison tees or football shirts or something. Right, so anyway, this is a story in the Metro, guys. Have a check of this, right? So, story reads, headline reads, sorry. Prisoner caught with phone up his bum, claims it isn't his. A prisoner who was caught with a phone stuffed up his bottom has claimed it doesn't belong to him. The 4-inch phone was discovered up Dylan Martin's rear end after suspicious prison officers picked up a signal and searched his cell at HMP Bullingdon near Bicester in Oxfordshire. Despite looking surprised and assuring guards the device had nothing to do with him, Martin has been given an extra 6 months on top of his 3-year sentence. His excuse failed after guards discovered the SIM card inside the phone had his family and friends as contacts. He was given extra jail time at the Oxford Crown Court after admitting he had a mobile phone in prison without permission. Obviously, mobile phones are banned within prison. The court heard the jail's mobile phone detection equipment picked up a signal coming from his cell on the 4th of August this year. When guards searched it, he owned up to having the Samsung phone but insisted it was not his. Defence barrister Vida Semper said he made good progress whilst in prison, going on several rehabilitation courses and was gearing up for his release in April 2019. But Judge Ian Pringle said he knew full well that that was not permitted. It is a scourge of prisons up and down the country that the possession of mobile phones, and you deserve punishment for that. However, you also deserve credit for the plea of guilty you have entered, and I know you have completed various courses and you are preparing for release. I'm afraid that release will be a little bit delayed. He was jailed for 6 months to be served consecutively to his current sentence. So mobile phones, guys, caught up his rear end, obviously walked past his pad, detected there was a mobile phone signal coming from that particular cell, and they proceeded to raid him. Prisoners' cells are small, but prisoners are ingenious at hiding contraband, not just mobile phones, but drugs, tobacco, new psychoactive substances like spice. The mobile phone was obviously secreted in the prison pocket. Now, the prison pocket, you might think, what's a prison pocket? The prison pocket is your anal cavity. You can dress that up many different ways, but that is the reality. It's prison pocket or the prison wallet or whatever. Safe as anything. When it comes to drugs being secreted in the prison pocket, there's actually been prisoners that have, like 4 prisoners gone into a cell or 5, held a prisoner down by his arms and his legs, and they've actually used a spoon to go into his anal cavity to try and get out the drugs. Goes on, guys, obviously. Mobile phone in his prison pocket, nothing new there. People in prison use mobile phones for very different reasons. Some use it to arrange contraband to be brought in on visits and stuff, and parcels, and sort it out with prison officers to bring in parcels. Also to intimidate witnesses and stuff, to get statements retracted. And also, guys, that the more another reason is because the prison phone is so damn expensive that they just think, you know what, like, I just buy a mobile, I'm on a long stretch, buy a mobile phone, use that, it'll be cheaper than the phone, and they just use it to stay in contact with their friends and family. Because this phone that's been seized by this prisoner they would have sent it off, plugged it into diagnostics, downloaded all the messages and stuff, calls, text messages, blah, blah, blah. If he was using it for criminality, he would have got a heavier sentence, I believe, but this one, he got 6 months to run consecutively on top of his sentence and stuff. So he'll end up doing an extra 3. Right, guys, going to leave this video here. Nothing more to say on the video. Let me know what you think about the story. He's obviously saying it isn't his, but it's stuck in your anal cavity. I mean, what are you going to say? Oh, I sat down and it just went pop straight in. Some prison pockets are wider than others. Some people literally train they'll stretch their anal cavity, their arse, so that it can take more drugs. Some people don't, some people do. Some people will sniff amyl nitrate or poppers so that their anal cavity thing, and then put it in drugs. Some people get out and then get recalled just before Christmas so that they can take a load of drugs back to prison to do a delivery for the boys they might end up serving. They might do an FTR, a fixed term recall, 14 days, 28 days, or they might end up doing a full term recall, the full recall. Just go in, drop the drugs, get the money, and then get out. the Ministry of Justice are trying to counter this by bringing in drug detection dogs, airport-style security scanners that scan your internal insides and stuff like that. But the thing is, they don't use them on prison officers. And that's another avenue that obviously contraband's coming in, which is no secret, guys. Anyway, going to leave this video here, guys. Let me know what you think about the video and about the story. Obviously, it was clueless that he was saying that it wasn't his phone when it was secreted in his anal cavity. On that note, guys, going to leave it here. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.